What's up, everybody? My name is Lewis. This is Cosmic Deer Review, and today we're going to be talking about Here Alone. Here Alone is a 2016 film following a young woman who struggles to survive on her own in the wake of a mysterious epidemic and forced her deep into the unforgiving wilderness. It is here where she finds a young teenage girl and her stepfather, and she must face her past and an uncertain future. Here Alone is one of those films that I saw a trailer for like a year ago and instantly thought, I need to see this film. As far as I know, it never got a theatrical release. I might be wrong about that, but at least in my area, it never came to theaters. It was one of those films I was like, I'm never going to get to see it. And then it's on Netflix, and I'm like, here we go, let's check it out. I was expecting a little bit more, but at the same time, I wasn't disappointed. I actually really enjoyed the film. It's one of those survival, post-apocalyptic films that really deal with more with humanity than the cause of the epidemic. And in this case, that is a zombie apocalypse. What I like about Here Alone is it does some things that are a little unconventional for this type of genre, and while still playing on some of the obvious tropes. One of the things I really liked about the film was the zombies. Their presence is felt throughout the whole film. There is a very high level of tension and uncertainty. You don't really see your first zombie until the end of the film, really. And I really liked that. I thought that was a very interesting way of putting it. It really ramped up the level of suspense through the film and let us focus more on the characters. The film follows a woman pretty much living by herself a year after the epidemic, and for the first 30 minutes or so, there's no dialogue in the film. It's pretty much her trying to survive. Well, there is some dialogue, the only exception being a few flashbacks dealing with her husband, and her child at the very start of the apocalypse. It's a cool little contrast because it shows how she was at the start of it and not really knowing anything about survival and having her husband teach her, and in comparison to where we find her when the film starts. The film really goes into a more of a trying to rediscover what was lost scenario, dealing with the concepts of grief and loss. Really is an interesting and kind of refreshing take on this genre. I was kind of afraid that the whole film was going to be showing the typical humans are worse than the monsters thing, and you don't get that at all in this film, and that's really refreshing. Cinematography in the film is absolutely gorgeous. The soundtrack is very, very minimalistic. To be completely honest, I might have to go back and check and see if there's any music in this film at all, because I really don't remember any, but I want to say there was some, but that's how minimalistic it is. Editing, really good. Nothing really took me out the film. The acting's great. The characters are very believable. Everything kind of flows pretty organically, and it's a really fresh take on everything. Overall, I think Here Alone is a pretty enjoyable film. I would recommend probably going in as blind as possible and just watch the film, because the trailer does kind of give away a few things. I did enjoy the film, and I do highly recommend it. I'm going to give Here Alone 3 Cosmic Deers out of 5. Anyway, guys, that was my review on Here Alone. I hope you liked it. If you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram and Facebook. And I will be back next week to review another film. Until then, guys, have a good weekend.